Every second you are alive, your body is under siege. Thousands of microscopic, lethal pathogens are testing the perimeter, trying to breach your cellular barriers. Your immune system is a physical, mechanical network of biological armies deployed across every inch of your tissue. The first line of defense is innate immunity. This pre-programmed security force attacks any intruder it finds, relying on broad, pre-configured responses. It operates on a binary triage rule. Every cell in your body carries a specific protein marker, a biological ID badge. If the innate patrol encounters a cell missing that marker, it flags it for immediate execution. When you wake up feeling healthy, you are experiencing the direct result of a massive, silent border war won on your behalf. The primary foot soldier of this frontline force is the macrophage. These are massive, roaming patrol units that move through human tissue using amoeboid movement to hunt for invaders. This micrograph shows the physical scale of the hunt. The macrophage extends its own membrane to grab the bacteria, violently dragging them into an internal acid bath, where enzymes dissolve the threat. While lethal, this engulfment is a blind brute force tactic. The macrophage is simply consuming everything that fails its self-ID check. This frontline defense is excellent for stopping common intruders, but it cannot stop a rapidly multiplying, highly evasive enemy threat on its own. When the raw numbers of an infection overwhelm the macrophages, the body escalates its response, transitioning from a physical brawl into a coordinated intelligence operation. Instead of just destroying the pathogen, the macrophage harvests a specific molecular piece of the enemy after digesting it. This fragment is the antigen. It represents the exact biological signature, the fingerprint of the invading force. The macrophage then leaves the battlefield, traveling through the lymphatic system to present this antigen evidence to the adaptive immune system. It delivers the briefing to a T cell. Once the T cell recognizes the fragment, it acts as a strategic commander, rapidly cloning itself into an organized, identical cellular army. At this moment, the body has stopped fighting a blind physical battle and has begun executing a targeted strategic strike. T cells direct the battle, but they do not manufacture the weapons. Instead, they transmit the harvested antigen data to specialized factories called B cells. The B cell uses that harvested intelligence data to mass-produce antibodies, weapons designed exclusively to target that one specific invader. This model demonstrates the antibody's function, a Y-shaped protein built to latch on to the contours of a hostile antigen like a physical handcuff. Your body floods the bloodstream with millions of these weapons. They swarm and immobilize the invaders into clustered, inert masses. This precision strike breaks the back of the infection, neutralizing the threat and marking the remaining invaders for easy cleanup. Once the infection is cleared, the massive cellular armies begin to stand down. Most of the specialized T and B cells die off to conserve the body's resources. However, a small fraction of these veterans remain. These are memory cells, and they will patrol your bloodstream for years or even decades. These cells act as a permanent, living schematic. They hold the exact blueprint required to defeat that specific invader if it ever returns. If the same pathogen attempts a second invasion, these cells recognize it instantly. They launch a preemptive strike so fast that the infection is neutralized before you ever manifest a single symptom. Every illness you survive is mathematically archived. This process ensures your biological fortress becomes permanently stronger with every battle it wins. We usually define being healthy as the absence of a struggle, a quiet, passive state where nothing is happening. But biological peace is a myth. What you perceive as health is actually the ongoing, overwhelming victory of a trillion-strong cellular army. Every breath you take and every surface you touch is only survivable because this internal military never ceases its defense of your body. Human survival is a continuous, triumphant act of war, waged in absolute silence every second of your life.